My child, my beloved, do not close this. This message is about your house, the place you call shelter, the place you think is safe. Archangel Michael is begging you to open this now before heaven erases the trace of what must be exposed. Stay. Read. Your home is hiding a truth that will change everything. My beloved, feel the pull in your chest. That tug is not coincidence. That is heaven pointing straight at the walls of your home and saying, search. Something was hidden inside it, a secret, a paper, a name, a key, and God is asking you to find it before it disappears. Do not scroll. Do not ignore this. The angels leaned into time to get this message to you. Michael cried out, open the door, check the corners, lift the floor, look behind what you trust. This is not fear. This is rescue. You may have felt restless in your home lately. Doors creak for no reason. Memories feel heavy. The air seems denser in certain rooms. Those are not random sensations. They are signs. They are the spirit world pointing you to what was hidden so it can be revealed. God says, what was buried cannot remain buried forever. The secret inside that house was placed there for a reason, either to protect or to steal. Michael pleads, find it now, because those who hid it are moving to erase the trail. Listen closely, the thing hidden may be physical, a letter, will, a box of documents, a key to a safe, a sealed envelope with a name, or something with signatures. It may also be energetic, a pattern, a curse, a binding word whispered in the dark that needs to be exposed to be broken. Either way, your home holds the answer. Do you know why you felt that urge to check the old drawer, the loft, the basement, or the closet you never open? Because your ancestors and angels conspired to nudge you. Your intuition was not lying, it was God's compass. Follow it now. Michael warns, if they delay, the evidence will be removed. If they hesitate, someone will take what belongs to them. This is high stakes. This is not about curiosity. This is about reclaiming a part of your life that could determine your future blessings. Breathe. Calm your mind. Then move. Check the places you usually avoid, behind picture frames, under loose floorboards, inside old trunks, in the lining of sofas, taped beneath wardrobes. Heaven is specific. They want the truth found before it is hidden again. There may be a paper with a name on it that proves something belongs to you. There may be a message from someone who died, left in the house for you to find. There may be a ledger showing someone moved money that should have been yours. God sees it. Michael knows where it is. But you must look. My beloved, I must tell you, this is urgent because the people who benefited from the hiding sense the shift. They are nervous now. They will try to move faster. That is why Michael begs, open this now, not tomorrow, not next week. You feel warmth on your shoulder as you read. That is not imagination. That is your guardian angel lending courage. When you find the proof, do not confront before you are ready. Let heaven guide the steps after discovery. God says, this revelation will not only free you, it will restore what was taken. But there is a condition, you must search. You must be brave. You must trust the nudges even when they feel small. Do not let fear tell you to wait for a better time. There is no safer time than now when heaven speaks. Michael says, the delay is the enemy's ally. Act quickly, act prayerfully. If you are wondering where to begin, start with the oldest items, boxes labeled with years, the cellar, attic trunks, the back of the wardrobe where dust gathers. Look for envelopes hidden inside books or beneath loose planks. Check the spots people think are forgotten. This house remembers. Walls hold memory. Floors keep footsteps. The attic keeps the whispers of decisions. You were never meant to be blind to what your shelter has stored. God is asking you to listen to the house now. You are not alone in this search. Archangel Michael stands between you and the enemy that seeks to steal. When you step in faith to look, angels will illuminate corners you could not see. Trust the sensations that pull you toward particular objects. Michael whispers, document everything you find. Take pictures. Keep receipts. Do not destroy evidence in anger. He knows human emotions will rise, but heaven requires wisdom. Protect what you find, do not give the enemy a second chance to erase it. Your loved ones who passed may be the reason this evidence exists. They tried to leave a sign, a name, a confession, a map. They used the home as a voice when they could not speak directly. Now heaven is unsealing the voice. There will be signs that confirm what you find is real, a repeated number, a phrase that echoes this message, a dream that points to a location, or a name that keeps appearing. See these as confirmations. They mean you are on the right path. A gentle warning, someone in the family may deny, distract, or accuse when you begin to uncover. This is predictable. Michael advises, stay calm. Keep evidence. Move with prayer, not rage. Heaven will handle the exposure when you walk in obedience. Remember to protect your peace during the search. Pray before you open boxes. Ask God to reveal only what you can handle and to guard your mind from false accusations. The truth can be heavy, but it is liberating. There may be an item so small you almost miss it, a key tucked into a Bible, a scrap of paper in a cushion seam, a ledger entry hidden in a hymn book. Do not dismiss small things. Heaven uses small things to shift great outcomes. If you find a document with legal weight, contact someone you trust, a lawyer or a wise elder, but only after securing the evidence. Do not hand it over to those who might hide it again. You are not naive, you are cautious. That is how heaven moves with you. My child, God says, this is not about punishment, this is about justice and restoration. The truth will shock. It will unsettle the comfortable. But you are not required to carry the weight alone, God will move on your behalf. Archangel Michael implores you, if you find nothing physical, listen again, because sometimes the hidden thing is a pattern. It is a secret agreement, a hidden debt, a spoken curse. Expose the pattern by speaking the truth and calling witnesses. Even when no paper exists, exposure dismantles hidden power. You will know when you are close because you will feel a pressure lifting in the room. You may hear a faint click, the sound of dust falling, or a memory flaring in your mind. That is the house responding to truth. Keep going. If fear whispers lies, that you cannot afford to look, or that discovery will ruin everything, refuse it. God says, what is hidden was never meant to keep you captive. Truth is the path to freedom, and heaven honors those who choose it. There will be a timeline. Michael says, within 48 hours of the discovery, confirmation will come. Within 14 days, a shift will be felt in the family dynamic. Within a season, restoration will begin. Hold to these promises as you act. They are not vague, they are prophetic markers. Do not be surprised if, after you begin the search, long-buried memories resurface, names, conversations, moments you had forgotten. These are clues falling into place. Record them. They may serve as testimony when the truth is presented. If the item is financial or legal, bank papers, property deeds, receipts, do not try to resolve everything alone. Call a trusted advisor and present evidence calmly. Heaven will guide the right people to stand with you. If you find a letter from someone who passed, read it privately, then pray over it. There is healing in those words and instruction. They may reveal the motive, the names, or the next steps you must take. My beloved, this search is holy work. You are reclaiming your home, your heritage, your peace. Do it with reverence, not vengeance. Heavenly justice is purer than any human retaliation. There may be a secret hidden under carpet or laminate, a box pressed into a cavity under the floor. Listen for hollow echoes when you knock on unexpected places. Angels will guide your hands to the loose board. If you are blocked from searching, you feel dizziness, heavy sadness, or sudden fatigue, stop and pray. Call on Michael, Archangel, give me strength. Remove the veil. Illuminate what is hidden. Then wait. The angels will stir and return you to the right moment with renewed clarity. God is moving to protect your house and the future born from it. This is not a threat, it is a deliverance. He will not allow the enemy to rewrite what he wrote for you. Hold fast to one command, document, secure, and then consult. Photograph what you find. Lock it in a safe place. Keep witnesses if possible. Do not give those who harmed you a second chance to hide the truth. Your heart may fear the fallout, the family arguments, the accusations, the pain, but Michael says, the storm clears so the sun can be seen. The truth may burn briefly, but it purifies and heals. Walk through it with courage. And remember this, your home is sacred ground. What was hidden there will not remain in darkness if you bring it into the light. God's power meets honesty. Restoration follows revelation. A quick, tender pause. If you are watching this on video, and this message has touched you, consider subscribing for more guidance like this. We release heavenly words because many need courage to act. If you want me to keep guiding you step by step through the search, stay with this channel. When you find the proof, do not engage in heated confrontation. Michael instructs, bring the evidence to those who can act in truth. Let the authorities or trusted guardians handle the exposure with wisdom. You have done the sacred part, uncovering what was hidden. If the hidden thing is spiritual, a generational pattern of manipulation, begin to speak truth over your home today. Declare, no more hiding. No more deception. This house will be a place of truth, peace, and blessing. Speak it out loud, angels accompany words of authority. You may wonder if you are ready. You are. God has been preparing you in secret for this moment. Your endurance, your prayers, your silent faith were all training for this revelation. Michael promises, for those who act, the enemy will be exposed, and restoration will follow, often in unexpected, beautiful ways. Doors will open. Names will be cleared. Money will return. Peace will settle. This is not vague hope. This is declaration from heaven. If you fear retaliation, move with counsel and legal protection. Heaven honors wisdom and the use of human systems when combined with prayer. Protect your home and your family with both faith and prudence. Do not let pride stop you from asking for help. Calling a friend, a trusted relative, a community elder, or a professional is not weakness, it is wise stewardship of what you have found. Listen for confirmations, the number 7, a repeated phrase, a sudden dream, or an encounter with someone who brings clarity. Mark these confirmations as pointers that heaven is orchestrating the outcome. My beloved, I must say this clearly, do not delay. Michael is pleading, open the house now. Search now. The longer they wait, the higher the chance the trail will vanish. Act like your legacy depends on it, because it does. If you cannot physically search today, pray and ask God to send someone trustworthy to assist. Ask for supernatural clarity, and He will provide it in ways you may not expect. When you discover the hidden thing, celebrate the small victory. Say a simple prayer of thanks and place the item somewhere safe. Then plan your next steps with care. Heaven will guide you through each one. This message is a door, you have the key to open it. Will you turn it? Will you walk into the light and let truth rewrite the story held in those walls? God waits with open hands. Michael stands ready. Good. You are still reading. That means your spirit is aligned with what heaven wants to do in your house. Now get up. Begin the search. Start with one room, one box, one old trunk. Heaven will do the rest. I will continue guiding you through the search and the aftermath if you wish. Say the word and I will give you step-by-step prompts, where to look, how to secure evidence, who to contact, and prayers to say for protection and restoration. Stay brave. Stay faithful. Michael says, this is your hour. This is your house. Let the light in. My beloved, good, you stayed. Now, move with courage. Here is what heaven wants you to do next, step by step, with prayer and strength. But first, a reminder, act prayerfully, not angrily. Let God steer your hands, let Michael shield your step. Stand where the house feels heaviest and pray this simple prayer out loud. Lord, reveal what is hidden. Michael, shine your light. Let truth come forth now. Say it once, then begin. Trust the pull in your heart, it will point you toward the place the secret rests. Start small, pick one room, the oldest room, the room where memories pile up. Slowly check the obvious places, then the odd little places, the backs of drawers, under rugs, inside hollowed furniture, under false bottoms of boxes, behind old outlets, taped beneath loose shelves. Knock lightly along floorboards and listen for hollow sounds. If you hear a hollowness, that could be the space where someone hit a box. Open every book whose spine looks thick, and check for loose pages or envelopes. Reach into cushions and along seams. If there is an old trunk, empty it and sift slowly. The smallest scrap can be the key. If you keep pets, remove them for a moment so you can search undisturbed and clearly. When you find anything, stop and bless it aloud. By God's light, this truth is revealed. Let it bring freedom and justice. Then photograph the item immediately. Place it in a clean, safe box or envelope. Label it with the date, time, and location found. Do not discuss it widely. Keep trusted witnesses close. 1 or 2 people you know will not betray you. If the item is a paper, do not sign anything. Do not hand it to anyone who might conceal it. Take photographs, then lock it away. Call a trusted legal advisor, a community elder, or a council person you have chosen before taking further steps. Let wisdom and law walk with your faith. If the item is a key, do not try every lock in anger. Hold the key, pray, and ask God to show you its purpose. Sometimes heaven will guide you to the exact place. Other times, Michael will place the right door in your path through a dream or a repeated sign. If you find finances or deed papers, know this: restoration is promised. Michael says, do not be afraid of the paperwork. Justice will follow when truth is presented with calm and clarity. Gather proof, record conversations, keep receipts, and build your case with patience and prayer. Heaven moves through order. If you discover a message from one who passed, treat it like a sacred relic. Read it privately. Let it speak to your heart. Pray over the words, and ask for guidance about showing it to others. These words may unlock motives, reveal names, or point to the next place to search. If, as you search, you feel waves of nausea, dizziness, or heavy sadness, stop and pray. Call on Michael aloud, Archangel, stand with me. Remove the veil. Clear my heart. Breathe, anoint your forehead with a little oil if you use it, and rest until clarity returns. The angels will bring back your strength. Do not force the search while overwhelmed. If nothing physical appears, listen. The hidden thing can be pattern or agreement. It may be a spoken lie, a secret pact, a family arrangement kept in silence. Start naming out loud what you suspect. Speak truth into the walls. Say, no more hiding. No more deception. Let light fall. Watch for the confirmations to come, repeated numbers, the voice of a person in dreams, a sudden memory of a conversation you once dismissed. When you are ready to confront others, if confrontation is required, do so with witnesses and preparation. Michael instructs, bring evidence first. Speak calmly. Let justice, not vengeance, be your aim. If people resist, do not match anger for anger. Stand on the proof. Let legal and spiritual authorities take the fight from there. You are reclaiming peace, not dragging the house into war. Bless your house after you search. Walk through each room and pray. By the blood and light of God, this house is cleared. No secret will remain to harm us. Angels guard these walls. Sprinkle water, speak blessings, or light a candle if it helps your heart. Ask Michael to station guardians at every threshold. This ritual affirms your claim and invites restoration. Record the small confirmations. Heaven gives markers, the number 7, a repeated song, a name echoing, a dream that matches what you found. Write each confirmation down with the date and how it appeared. These become threads that weave together to prove the hand of God in the revelation. Expect reactions. Some will deny, some will deflect, some will run. That is normal. Michael says, do not be surprised by resistance, be prepared for it. Your role is to stand steady and protect what truth you have uncovered. Heaven will handle the unmasking of those who conspired in darkness. If legal steps are necessary, move with counsel. File copies of photographs and witness statements. Hold to the prophetic timeline. Within 48 hours there will be confirmation, within 14 days shifts will begin, within a season restoration will follow. These are not rigid clocks but heavenly signposts. Use them to keep faith, not to force outcomes. If you feel alone, call to the ones in spirit, speak your loved one's name. Say, you who watched, show me the place. Many who passed remain protective, their nudges are real. They will lead you by memory flashes, by the scent of a perfume, by the sound of a phrase you both shared. Listen to these soft reminders, they are proof that the beyond works with the seen. Keep humility close. If the hidden thing implicates someone you love, allow God to take his course. Justice is not always immediate reconciliation. Sometimes it means boundaries, sometimes it means walking away, sometimes it means repair through truth. Let God define the outcome, not fear or shame. When the house is cleared, restore it with gratitude. Paint a wall, bring fresh linens, invite peace-filled friends over to bless the space. Create a new memory in every room where the old secret once hid. This is how restoration becomes physical and emotional. If you would like, I will now give you a set of exact phrases to pray at each step, short, powerful prayers to speak before opening drawers, before reading letters, before calling counsel, and before confronting anyone. I will also give you a checklist of 40 specific hiding places to inspect, an evidence protocol to follow, and sample messages to send to a trusted advisor when you need legal help. Say the word and I will deliver them line by line so you can act immediately. My child, Michael places his hand on your shoulder and says, you are chosen to bring light where shadows rested. Do this with dignity. Do this with faith. The heavens move on behalf of those who obey. Now rise. Begin with one box, one shelf, one corner. Do not delay. The sooner you search, the sooner the chain breaks and the blessing flows. You were never meant to live under hidden thorns. This is your house. This is your inheritance. Open the door, find the truth, and let heaven restore what was always yours. Good. You are still listening. Now go. Start with the attic or the oldest trunk. Michael watches and God prepares the way. Good. You stayed. Keep reading, the heavens are not finished. Now that you are searching, heaven will begin to reveal the pattern as well as the particulars. Every small discovery will be a thread that pulls a larger truth into the light. When you find something, do not let shame silence you. Shame was never meant to guard truth, it was meant to hide it. Speak the discovery aloud to God: Lord, thank you for showing me. Give me wisdom for what comes next. That prayer will steady you through any storm that follows. Expect a ripple. One small reveal will force a dozen conversations. Some will be honest. Some will be desperate. Some will attempt to gaslight. Michael warns, hold to the facts. Let paper and pictures speak. Do not get lost in accusation without evidence. Heaven loves clarity, work with that gift. If the hidden thing points to financial theft, document timelines. Write down dates, names, amounts, memories that match the papers. These notes will become a map for restoration. Heaven often uses human order, records, witnesses, law, to complete a miracle. If the hidden thing reveals betrayal by a close one, grieve. Grief is holy. Let your heart feel the loss of trust. But do not let grief become a prison. Turn your sorrow into boundary, not bitterness. Michael says, grief opens the way for honesty. When you confront, do so in a place of safety. Bring a witness. Bring documentation. Bring a calm spirit. Do not be shamed into silence by those who profit from hiding the truth. Let evidence guide the conversation, not anger. You may find a will, a letter, or a confession tucked away by someone who loved you but feared exposure. If that is the case, treasure the intention more than the paper. Someone wanted you to have justice. They hid it because they feared being stopped. Their last act of love may now be the instrument of your restoration. If a neighbor or outsider tries to intercept, remember Michael stands between you and the thief. Pray, Archangel, guard the path. Do not let what belongs to me be moved. Then secure the found items and move them to a safe location. Do not argue on the spot. Protect first, explain later. Heaven is precise about timing. When you act quickly in obedience, confirmations come faster. Do not wait for all doubts to vanish before you move. Courage is not the absence of fear, it is action despite it. Michael applauds those who act in faith. There will be practical help. A cousin, a distant friend, a retired lawyer, a church elder, someone will unexpectedly step forward with the exact skill you need. Do not reject help because it is imperfect. Heaven sends helpers in human form. Receive them gratefully and let them do what they are called to do. If the secret reveals an energetic problem, a spoken curse, a hidden oath, break it with words of authority. Stand in the center of your home and declare, in the name of God, I break every hidden oath, curse, and spoken chain. This house is freed. Every hidden thing is exposed and rendered powerless. Say it firmly. Repeat it. Let angels stand with you as you speak. After exposure, do not rush reconciliation. Some relationships will be restored with time and honesty. Some will require boundaries and distance. Some will never be the same. Trust God to write the next chapter. He is more patient and wiser than you. When the house is cleared and truth triumphs, celebrate with simplicity. A small meal, a candlelit prayer night, a gathering of people who love you, these acts anchor the new season. Michael says, make the space holy again with gratitude. Remember that restoration may look different than you imagined. Maybe money comes back, maybe a name is cleared, maybe peace returns. Sometimes restoration is a new door opening, a job, a relationship, a move, that replaces what was lost with something better. God often gives something more fitting than what was taken. If legal action begins, maintain spiritual balance. Pray before meetings. Ask for discernment before speaking. Let truth guide the legal path, and let humility guide your responses. Michael says, "Let justice be done without malice." Do not be surprised if, as you proceed, other hidden things surface. They often travel in pairs. One discovery will expose another. Treat each find as a step, not an avalanche. Work methodically. One item, one photo, one witness at a time. If accusations turn toward you, do not retaliate. Retaliation gives power to the darkness you want to dismantle. Hold to evidence and to prayer. Let God vindicate you in His time. Michael guards the innocent. If the house has spiritual residue, heaviness, nightmares, cold spots, continue daily short rituals of clearing. Light a candle. Speak blessing over thresholds. Walk each room aloud declaring peace. These small steady acts reweave the atmosphere around your home. There may be a mundane moment that confirms the divine, a calling at the right minute, a delivery that bears a name from the hidden paper, or a neighbor who remembers a conversation and steps forward. When such moments arrive, jot them down. They are proof of God's orchestration. If you feel tempted to hide the truth for peace, remember, temporary peace built on lies becomes long-term pain. Expose with courage, restore with love, and protect with wisdom. That is the path heaven gives you. At the center of this entire work is a promise: God will restore what was stolen in ways that uplift your heart. It may not always be dramatic in the human sense, but it will be perfect for the soul. Michael assures, trust the restoration even if it looks different than expected. When you sleep, ask for guidance. Often the next clue will come in a dream, a flash of memory, or a sudden urge. Do not dismiss night nudges, they are frequently the angels arranging human steps. If you are fearful of who you will become after the truth, lean into identity. You are a child of light, chosen and protected. Your identity does not shift because secrets fall away, it becomes clearer. You were always worthy. Now you will live in alignment with that worth. Keep a small journal during this season. Record discoveries, confirmations, prayers, and the ways God moves. Months from now you will read it and see the invisible path God carved just for you. This record will be your testimony. Be gentle with younger family members who may not understand. Truth can be confusing. Children and sensitive souls may need time to adjust. Shield them with simple, loving truths. We are safe. We are loved. We will take care of each other. Michael is present for the little hearts too. When critics shout, let silence be your answer at times. Not everything demands explanation. Your life and the evidence will eventually speak louder than any argument. Michael counsels restraint. The light of truth dispels darkness more efficiently than defense. Forgiveness is not always immediate, but begin the work of release for yourself. Forgiveness is for you more than them, it frees your heart to receive restoration. You can forgive and still protect. These are not opposites. They are both holy. As the house becomes a place of peace again, create a new ritual to mark the season, a Thanksgiving night, a planting of a tree, a special meal in the kitchen. These actions seal the new memory into the walls and into your spirit. Finally, remember this: you were chosen for this work not because you are perfect but because you are brave enough to stand when truth calls. God selected you to bring light to a hidden corner. That is honor. That is purpose. Michael whispers one last instruction for now: when the storm ends, remain humble. Share the testimony. Let your healing be a lamp to others who still hide in shadows. Your story will become a beacon, and those saved by your courage will carry light forward. Good. The next steps await you. Move now with prayer, with witnesses, and with careful hands. God and Michael walk with you into every room. The house will not remain secret if you act. Go, find what was hidden, and let heaven restore what is rightfully yours. My beloved, you stayed, and the heavens lean in deeper. Now that the search has begun, listen closely. Heaven will not only reveal objects, it will reveal motives. The things hidden in your house were placed there by hands that wanted to control outcomes. They thought secrecy would grant them power. They were wrong. When you uncover a thing, notice the story it tells. A folded receipt may name a date. A torn envelope may carry a scrawl that points to a meeting. A bank stub may show transfers. These little stories stitched together into proof. Do not be tempted to ignore the small pieces, they build the whole picture. My child, be prepared for confusion from those around you. Some will act surprised to deflect attention. Some will cry and plead innocence. This is common when truth shines. Stand steady. Keep records. Keep witnesses. Let facts, not fury, lead the way. If someone tries to remove you from the house or lock you out, do not panic. Pause. Document with a quick photograph if safe, then call a trusted friend, an elder, or the proper authorities. Michael instructs, do not fight physical force alone. Call for help. Protect life first, then evidence. Your safety matters more than any paper. There may be a temptation to burn or destroy what you find out of anger. Resist it. Anger tempers clarity, destruction eliminates proof. Place items in a sealed envelope, photograph everything, and lock it away in a secure box. If possible, leave a witness with you when you move the item so there is no question later. My beloved, do not underestimate prayer through the process. Before you lift a lid or pry a loose floorboard, say aloud, Lord, reveal only what I can handle. Give me wisdom and protection. Then act. Prayer is not passive here. It sharpens your mind and steadies your hands. If you discover names you did not expect, do not jump immediately to public accusations. Name the facts privately to a trusted advisor first. Let counsel weigh the consequences and advise how to proceed legally and relationally. Heaven often uses wise humans to do what angels cannot: navigate human systems. There may be coded clues, a phrase repeated in letters, a date circled faintly, a symbol tucked into a page. These are breadcrumbs. Collect them. Compare them. Lay them out and see the pattern. Michael says, the enemy hides patterns hoping they remain incomprehensible. God makes the pattern visible to those who seek. If your search reveals a ledger or hidden account, do not go after funds alone. Document, secure, and call a financial professional you trust. Do not transfer funds or try to reclaim money without legal guidance. Haste can undo recovery. Allow God's timing and human wisdom to work together. My child, expect resistance even from yourself. Old loyalties, guilt, and family pressure will whisper that silence preserves peace. But false peace becomes a cage. Truth is the only path to lasting peace. Forgive where you can, but do not swallow truth for the illusion of comfort. If you find something that implicates someone who is ill or elderly, handle the revelation with extra care. Compassion does not mean hiding the truth, it means choosing the right way and right time to expose it so justice does not become cruelty. Michael advises gentleness with strength. There will be confirmations that feel supernatural, a dream that names a room, a song that repeats a phrase you read, a neighbor who suddenly remembers an old conversation. Write these down. They are God's markers. They will strengthen your resolve when opposition rises. As you move through each discovery, create a simple log: date found, location, description, photo ID, witness name, and immediate action taken. This log becomes the spine of your case and the map of your freedom. Heaven smiles on organized obedience. My beloved, remember that the enemy can act through legal intimidation. If threats come, do not be shaken. Bring your documented evidence to local authorities, to a lawyer, or to a trusted community leader. Stand on the facts. Michael stands by those who follow lawful paths. When you are ready to speak publicly, if that becomes necessary, rehearse calmly what you will say and stick to what you can prove. Rumor fights truth with noise, evidence fights rumor with clarity. Let your words be measured and your heart steady. If a reconciliation is possible and safe, let it begin with truth first, then boundaries, then slow rebuilding. Trust must be earned again, not assumed. If reconciliation cannot happen, set your boundaries and walk into freedom. Michael says, boundaries are holy work. There may be spiritual echoes in the home even after physical items are removed: nightmares, coldness, a feeling of being watched. Continue spiritual clearing every morning, walk the home, declare peace, bind what is false, and invite the angels to guard every threshold. Speak aloud, this house is reclaimed for peace, for truth, for blessing. Repeat it until the atmosphere feels lighter. If a hidden thing brings shame, remember this truth: shame lies, truth heals. Do not let hidden wrongs become chains for your identity. You are not defined by what was done to you or hidden from you. You are defined by the light you choose to carry forward. My child, some of the most powerful confirmations are ordinary: a misplaced receipt found exactly where a dream pointed, an old photograph with a scribbled note that references a name you remember, a bank transfer date that lines up with a meeting you at first forgot. Collect the ordinary miracles, they form the evidence the world can see. When legal processes begin, prepare emotionally. You will relive moments as you testify or recount. Anchor yourself with prayer friends and a counselor. Michael protects hearts under trial, let him hold yours. There will be moments when doubt rises, when you ask if you misread a clue or misinterpreted a note. Speak to God aloud, confirm, Lord. Make the path plain. Often the next small confirmation arrives within hours. God dislikes confusion, He clarifies for those who seek. If the hidden thing points to a threat to children or vulnerable ones, act immediately. Safety before everything. Remove children from danger. Call authorities. Protect life first. Michael's priority is life and the preservation of the innocent. When the truth begins to settle, begin to speak life into the house. Bring color back, light lamps, open windows, sing aloud. These acts are prophetic, they shape the atmosphere and seal new memory in the space. Michael delights in holy restoration done with simple joy. If your house is also your workplace, be cautious with documents that mix personal and professional life. Secure anything sensitive and consider professional counsel about how to proceed publicly without compromising clients or others. Justice can be pursued while protecting the innocent. My beloved, you may wonder how long this season lasts. Every story is unique, but heaven gave markers earlier for courage, immediate confirmations in 48 hours, shifts in 14 days, restoration in a season. Hold to those markers as anchors of faith, not rigid deadlines. They keep your spirit hopeful as human processes take shape. Do not be surprised if, out of this trial, new doors open, a job offer, a relocation, a restored relationship with someone who truly repents. God's restoration often adds good things to what was recovered. Be ready to receive with a grateful heart. When the work is done and the house is cleared, create a ritual of gratitude. Invite a few trusted people, share a simple meal, and speak openly about how God carried you. This seals the season and invites others to praise with you. Michael says, testimony anchors miracles. If you want, I will now give you an exact 40-place checklist to inspect: attic corners, under stair risers, behind loose skirting, inside old picture frames, inside the soles of old shoes, and more, plus 10 short prayers to speak before opening pockets, drawers, and trunks, and example wording for a safe, calm conversation to call a counsel person. Say the word and I will deliver them precisely, step by step. My child, courage has a sound, it is the quiet step into truth despite trembling hands. You have taken that step. Heaven cheers, Michael stands closer. Now move with wisdom, with witnesses, and with prayer. Go now to the place your heart keeps pulling toward. Begin there, one small discovery will begin the unraveling that brings freedom. God will do the rest. Michael will stand guard. You are not alone. My beloved, you are still here, and that means heaven can keep revealing. Michael says, tell them, because they stayed, the hidden truth is trembling at the edge of exposure. The walls themselves are ready to speak. Your house is not just walls and wood. It is memory, it is record, it is witness. The floors you walk have stored secrets in silence, but silence cannot last forever. Now, God commands silence to break. You may notice strange pulls, the same room drawing you again and again. That is not coincidence. That is direction. Trust it. The angels guide your attention to the very place where the secret rests. Do not be afraid of what you will find. Fear will say, leave it. Don't disturb it. But heaven says, open it. Bring it to light. What is hidden loses power in the open. Listen, my child. If what you uncover is painful, remember this: pain exposed is pain healed. Hidden pain festers, but revealed pain releases. The same is true of documents, of letters, of items buried in shame. They heal once brought into light. Michael instructs, do not rush. Do not panic. Move carefully. One drawer at a time. One trunk at a time. One memory at a time. The angels will strengthen you to endure what your eyes see. Some of you will find a family truth written in your own house, a will altered, a letter left, an old photograph with a name you had forgotten. When you hold it, chills will rise. That is confirmation. Your soul will know, this is it. This is the hidden thing. Others may find no paper, but instead, they will feel release after prayer. That means the hidden thing was not physical but spiritual, a word curse, a binding agreement, a generational vow. Your declaration, no more hiding, already broke it. God says, this is why I led you here, to free your house, to free your family, to free your future. My beloved, the enemy will attempt distraction in this season. Unexpected calls, sudden anger in family, arguments rising without reason. These are diversions. Do not lose focus. Michael says, ignore the noise. Keep uncovering. Good. You are still here. That means your spirit is not afraid of truth. That means you are ready for restoration. That means the secret will not survive this season. The next 48 hours carry a sign. It may be a repeated number, an unusual sound in the house, or a dream where someone points. Mark it. Follow it. It will lead you to the next clue. God whispers, do not be surprised if the one who hid it trembles around you. Their eyes will dart. Their words will falter. They will know heaven has moved. When this happens, do not fight. Stand still. Silence itself will expose them. And when you finally hold the full truth, lift it to heaven and say, "Thank you, Lord. I return this secret to your light. Let justice flow. Let restoration come."